our foreign policy of 2014 and that which we had achieved in the past 20 years didn't just come, but that it came derived from what the ruling party, that is 102 years old, had presented earlier in the document of the 7 principles which have guided the rebirth of South Africa's foreign policy. These principles included the belief in human rights. Sometimes when people talk of human rights, or those who want to teach us on how we should behave today, they talk of political rights or civil rights. They don't want to talk about socio-economic rights. I don't know how many of us know that South Africa is one of the few continents around the world that put all the important elements of what human rights stands for, including socio-economic rights. I don't know how many of us know that it's not by accident that the South African government wakes up one morning and we are amongst the very few countries, I still have to count others, I just know of my country, where 2.3 million houses were built for free for the poor. Free. The contribution of the future we want for our continent is not only about peace and security, it's also about development, so that our people respect and know that there's space for them to get peace dividends. That's why we say, as we celebrate 50th anniversary of the OAU-AU, we say never again will this continent be, or any part of it, be colonized. We also say that we have not forgotten the people of Sahrawi Republic. We are not anti-Morocco, but we cannot have one occupying the other in 2014. You know, we've served for 2 terms in the last 20 years in the Security Council. The legacy of South Africa in the Security Council endures. What lessons have we learned in the Security Council? That reform, or the reforms of all global institutions, including the political and the financial ones, should happen like yesterday. We shouldn't be asked to only focus on the celebration of the UN in 2015 only when we talk of Millennium Development Goals. But it should also be about how we transform and reform these other institutions. So we have said so, and we had also warned through Resolution 2033 that nothing about us without us. We shouldn't wake up in the morning and hear some big power so-and-so has arrived in Africa with soldiers to resolve problem A or B without proper coordination between us and the UN. That 20 years to come, this is where we want to see our economy going. What do I mean by that? That business in South Africa should work together with government to make sure that the things that Transnet, Eskom, and others were doing in the past, what did they do? Offer young engineers who have just qualified from university an opportunity to experiment, to gain experience, so that they can also create new jobs and new livelihoods in the future.